Cascades. Pick up some lumber on the other side. I got up early this morning, just a little bit after 5, and discovered I could not walk. And that happens from time to time. Neuropathy would not let me put any weight on my left leg. So I hobbled around and screamed. Carol woke up and came and just so sweetly prayed over me. And it's enough that I can drive, and it's been happening a little bit, so keeping my cane with me. It's just nerves. There's nothing wrong. You can't see anything wrong. It's just won't let me put any weight on it. Been happening since I broke it. I guess that was probably about 1983, and I just spiral fractured all the way to the knee. But that's another story. You know, it's pretty crazy up there when I think about it. By my house, about a mile from my house, there's these huge volcanic boulders, and they came from way over there. When Mount Mazama blew, it threw boulders all the way out to Bly, probably farther. There's one rock about a mile and a half from my house that's the size of a house. And when volcanoes start throwing boulders that big, 50 miles, that's quite an event. Come around the corner here through these aspens, look up there, and see just for a moment. See Mount McLaughlin. Oops, lights on for safety. Just see it up through the trees here in a moment. There's a spot right through there. There it is. Mount McLaughlin. So we're heading up over the Cascades now. We'll put the camera down and start driving. Well, I haven't been here for a while. Look how green and wet everything is. Come down and see my granddaughter. She broke her leg. I'd go say hi to her. Back home now. Got about 6,000 pounds payload. We'll see how we do over the Cascades. Doing about 62 at 2,400 RPM. I'm hoping I can hold third gear over the top. Sure, pretty country. IDI just keeps on chugging. Really thankful. Had my foot in it since the foot of the mountain. 2,000 RPM, dropping below 50, 1,900. I usually shift around 15. Looks like still running cool enough. Oil pressure's dropping off. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to hold at 2,500. Oil pressure's back up to 37. We try to hold it around 36 miles an hour. It's about 2,500. Theoretically, she'll do this all day. The problem is when I pull the tractor right here, I have to drop down into second gear. And I'm doing about 14 miles an hour, tacking the same RPM, and 12 to 14, and that's not a good thing. It's just some of these blind corners up here. People go around those corners at 50, 60 miles an hour, and you come around the corner, and there I am doing 12. That's not a good thing. This is a nice spot for unloading your snowmobiles in the wintertime. Usually there's quite a bit more snow the first of spring, but those are the trails right out there, and all the way back across the Cascades. That's Mount McLaughlin right there. I think that's our closest volcano to me. And there's a bunch of wetlands and lakes all the way across the Cascades. It's just an amazing place. A lot like the Sierras. The Sierras are pretty spectacular too. All right, thanks for coming along. Have a blessed night.